Hey there, Jenna here. I am the founder of Star Family Wisdom and also a former global vice president for Whole Foods Market. But things have changed in recent years because today we're going to be talking about sacred geometry, which is something I never talked about at Whole Foods Market. But why should you know about sacred geometry? Why is sacred geometry important? Well, it can bring our energy bodies back into balance, and it can help us clear outdated programming or help us release heavy emotions that need to be released. As we come into this life experience, we start to take on heavy programming. We start to take on heavy energy. We're living in a really dense dimension right here on Earth, and we start to get programmed in ways that aren't aligned to our higher self or aren't aligned to us experiencing the best version of reality that we can experience. So we need to shed, we need to release some of that heavy energy that we've taken on in our lives, and sacred geometry can help. But be warned, that process is really beautiful and profound, but it really activates us in ways that we need to be prepared for. So if you are on the healing journey or you're just beginning that process and you want some help with that way we can start to shift energy, sacred geometry is a great tool. And for people who are not as familiar with meditation, or maybe it's a little difficult to get into that deep meditative state, sacred geometry can help. Sacred geometry aligns us with the perfect harmonic proportions of our universal energy field. So sacred geometry helps us align to cosmic consciousness. It helps us align to higher dimensions. It helps us align with our higher selves. And it helps us align with the way energy is supposed to flow in our universe. We all have an energy field, and that energy field is designed to be in perfect harmony with the structure of the universe. But again, as we take on that heavy programming and some of those heavier energies or emotions, we start to distort our energy field, and sacred geometry can help us bring that back into balance. I use sacred geometry for meditation all the time now because I have seen the power of those shifts and that activation that can occur as we use sacred geometry. And once we've done some of that shifting and some of that shedding of the heavy stuff, then we can have fun with it. Then we can start to access higher intelligence. We can start to tap into our higher selves more. We can even start to tap into the intelligence of our star families. And we can make contact with sacred geometry, which a lot of people don't know about. Sacred geometry is a really great way, again, to tune into the higher dimensions of the universe and to be able to get our brain hemispheres synchronized in a way that allows that contact to happen. So sacred geometry is an incredible tool that you can use in your life for your healing journey, for your spiritual journey, or for your ET contact journey. And at Star Family Wisdom, we support you in all of those things. You can get free sacred geometry art that you can download right on our website, or get a free sacred geometry meditation video to start that process yourself. You can also sign up for sacred geometry drawing classes with our sacred geometry instructor, Nadi Hana. Nadi is an expert in crop circle technology and sacred geometry and has been leading people in drawing sacred geometry for the purpose of that activation of our higher consciousness and the ability to shift our consciousness and expand our consciousness in ways that are really beautiful. And so drawing sacred geometry is taking it to the next level. So you can meditate with it, you can stare at it to get a lot of really beneficial effects, but drawing it definitely activates a little something different in our brain and helps our consciousness connect with that flow of universal energy in a new way. So check out those free resources if you're excited to try it, if you want to get started. Again, be ready for some shifts, be ready for some shedding. Sometimes that results in tears, let it go. Let that happen. Let that shedding and that release occur, because that's the best thing we can do to raise our vibe and step into the level of consciousness that helps us make contact with our entire non-physical team, whether that's ETs or spirit guides or even just our higher self. So check out these free resources that you can take advantage of and have fun playing with sacred geometry. We can't wait to hear what you experience and how it shifts your consciousness and your perception of reality.